Hi, everybody. I look like Death Warm Over. This is what happens when you get old as dirt. How's everybody? How's everybody? Hello, Warpath. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ignore that goal. I have no goals. I don't want no money. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Don't do Verizon. Verizon sucks. This is Verizon, people. This is Verizon. Okay. Can you hear me? Good, 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 good. Okay. Let's go back where we were. Okay, here we go. This is people getting mad because Trump's taken away their food cards.
It stopped me from getting any government assistance. And I get from suing my parents for having me without my permission.
Is this piece of...
And so I was getting...
She's making $5,000 a month for suing her parents, giving her life without them asking her permission. Oh no, can you hear? Can you hear me? Let's see if we can do this again. Yeah. Let's run this by again.
All I can feel in this situation is sadness for the kids that are going to be affected.
They're upset because where they're going to get
Trump
the money.
is continuing to find new ways to ruin my life. So I told you guys, when he got elected, he signed some executive order, and basically it stopped me from getting any government assistance, any food stamps, Medicaid, whatever. And so with that, I've been living off the money I get from suing my parents for having me without my permission.
What the... is this piece of...
And so I was getting $5,000 a month from that. And I had to make a lot of cuts, but...
What judge would issue an okay just to the parents? $5,000 a month? She has to make a lot of cuts to live off of $5,000 a month. What the F? It's just like, what in the world is this world coming to? And if you remember her, the Brazilian wax videos I did, she's the one. Yeah, exactly. Wow. She's the one that thinks if she needs to wipe, God would have created something so it would wipe herself. You know what I mean? And she poos in a litter box. She's one of those people. She's one of those.
You know, I was like, that's $60,000 a year. I can do it, especially because my house is paid off. My parents bought it for me, whatever. Well, now my parents told me that they legally don't have to send that.
Hold on. They bought her a home. They're paying her $5,000 a month, court ordered, because they didn't ask her permission to be born, but yet they bought her. And she has to cut costs because she don't know if she can live $5,000 a month. Now she's going to complain that it got overruled. The parents don't have to pay anymore. The parents should have never had to pay to begin with, in my opinion.
A month from that. And I had to make a lot of cuts, but you know, I was like, that's $60,000 a year. I can do it, especially because my house is paid off. My parents bought it me, whatever. Well, now my parents told me that they legally don't have to send that money anymore because of some executive order.
Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Executive order is some executive order that was signed protecting people from being sued by their kids without like good cause, and apparently suing your parents for having you without your permission is not a good cause. I don't know. I don't think that is even legal because the case was already closed. I've been getting this money for.
Now, is that a good cause to sue your parents because they didn't ask your permission? It's just like, should have never went to court. Okay. In my opinion, Miss Litter Box Pooper, don't wipe your pooper pants. You are so entitled. It is freaking ridiculous. She don't know. She's too lazy to wipe her own behind. She thinks she is. On the last video, she says that she feels like there's chemicals in the toilet paper that does her damage and harm. And she feels her immune system is better now since she don't wipe. Bet you $5. Well, we know she don't wipe because the last Brazilian, the lady that does her Brazilian wax, said, yeah, we all know you don't wipe because you left evidence all over the room, and the room was totally destroyed from all that evidence that she did not wipe off, that they had to shut that room down until it was professionally cleaned. So, wow. Wow, entitled. She's entitled.
Years. I think it's like 6 years now. So I don't understand how the order affects this at all. So I'm probably still going to take them to court because I think they're lying. I don't even know. Haven't even seen this executive order, so I don't even know. But there's been like a bajillion executive orders signed that have affected me personally, and I'm pissed about it.
You guys remember, this is the same person that said she and her husband cannot eat out anymore. I just think she's taking this opportunity to go viral by making stories.
I agree with him.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house, no matter what condition it's in. Sell your house for any.
Okay.
And whether this is real or not, suing your parents is a low move.
How many days has it been? 8 days. 8
Yeah, she has
days,
a husband.
y'all. And I'm tired, honey. I'm tired. I was gonna get on here and just go on.
Does it make you wonder if he is a non-wiper too? Maybe he has a poo fetish. I don't know. Maybe he has a poo fetish that we don't understand. Maybe it turns him on. My question is, who cleans the litter box? Oh, nasty. Nasty. How often do you take a shower, ma'am? Every time you go poo-poo? Well, I guess not, because they told on you when you got your Brazilian wax. Okay. This is people are complaining about the new. Hi, Debbie J. Should we replay that for Debbie J? I think we should, because I think Debbie J would like this. It was a last minute thought, Debbie J. It was a last minute thought. Now, Debbie J, hold on. You should recognize this girl that's coming up, her. She was on the Brazilian, yeah, we're all praying for your Warpath. Take a deep breath. We got you, girl. We got you. She's the one that don't wipe. She thinks going through. She thinks there's chemicals in the toilet paper. She poos in the litter box. And all that. Sorry for people watching it. We're watching it again.
Yeah, I've been living off the money I for having me without my permission.
What the is this piece of?
And so I was getting $5,000 a month from that. And I had to make a lot of cuts. $60,000 a year. I can do it.
Yes. Jay, you heard her right. She's suing her parents because they didn't ask permission if they should give her life when they were they were pregnant with her. She's getting $5,000 a month. She's complaining that they can't go out to eat Sundays because Trump has put teeth to. Hi, Viper. How are you? She needs to be so stupid. I heard this was where all the troublemakers are. Viper, you know us quite well. You know us quite well. Heck yes. She's the one that's bitching and crying because her food stamps got eliminated and free government assistance because her and her husband refused to work and they were living off the government, us who's paying taxes. Well, now hello, book commercial. Congratulations on Facebook. Woo-hoo-hoo! Congratulations, Viper. I'm so proud of you. She's complaining that they're gonna miss being with the kids if they have to go to work. They can't go to work. They have to be stay-at-home parents to be with their kids. Beyond, you know what I was going to say? I was a single parent most of my kids' life. You know, there's times I even worked 23 hours. Not because I wanted to, because I had to, because of financial situations. And that's 23 hours in straight. I pulled more than 40 hours a week. Hours, right, Debbie J, right. Hit the Facebook, the link that Viper put down. Please hit that and share. Yeah, she's whimpering and whining. She sued her parents, getting $5,000 a month from her parents for not asking permission if she should be born or not. Now that's being taken away, and she's freaking out. This has got to be illegal. This has got to be illegal with everything that's going on.
Especially because my house is paid off. My parents bought it for me, whatever. Well, now my parents told me that
she has such bad parents that she had to sue. But yet, after all that, they bought her a house.
You don't have to send that money anymore because of some executive order. Executive order that was signed protecting people from being sued by their kids without like good cause, and apparently your parents for having you without your permission is not a good cause. I don't know.
I don't know,
because the case was already closed. I've been getting this money for years. I think it's like.
Let me try. All right. I'm on YouTube, not StreamYard, so bear with me. And my laptop takes a year and a day, so chit-chat among yourselves, people. Chit-chat among yourselves. All right. As it's spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, it's spinning and spinning. Yeah, I'm trying, Debbie J. Let me do a commercial about Verizon. Hey everybody, this is Kimmy Love. I have Verizon Internet on internet for my camper trailer, which I have it in one spot. I'm not traveling. It totally bites. If you want to waste your money, get Verizon. All right. Let's see. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay. Debbie J, you sound like me and Warpath. We're learning. We're learning. I'm behind the scenes. I think I got it. I think I got it. Yes, I've got it. I've got it. I got it. I got it. All right. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I heard Starlink is very good. That's my next. Is it supposed to play? Because I just hit on it. I did Starlink to the hurricane victims that were up in the mountains. You guys use Harley. She's very, very, very. Send me a link. I can't. I'm just on YouTube. I'm not. See, my StreamYard is cut down to 5 hours a month, and I was gonna go to the bank and get things set up for StreamYard, but I wasn't feeling good, so I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So we're just on YouTube, and I can't have anybody else up here. They don't let me, unless you know better than I do. All right, let's see if we can. Harley's giving her 2 cents in. Harley, you're fine. She has been a beehive. Gotta get Lexi. Okay. Harley, calm down, Warpath said. Talk with your inside voice, girl. I was eating ribs and she wanted it, so she put her big ass dirty big A.
What if the world you dream of?
She put her paw on my ribs. And I know she didn't wash her paws before she touched it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What does SpongeBob go 5 years later? Oh. Okay, let's see if we can do this. I know. Life sucks for you, girl. I know. She found her voice. Oh, you're serious on your internet is slow. Yes, now you know. Verizon really sucks. And I paid $200 a month for this. $200 for this piece. And I'm like about 5 miles from the Verizon store. It's a piece of. I know she needs to talk to you, Warpath. I don't. And then I caught her the other night. Okay, maybe we can do it now. Nope, it's still spinning. It's still spinning. All right, let's go on. It will start talking when it's done downloading or whatever it's doing. Stop spinning. But these people are freaking out. If they do not have any kids and they're getting food stamps, they're cutting it. Trump is not playing. And I seen on the YouTube that Trump is trying to decide to send a box of food instead of food stamps to people who needs it. And I heard that they cannot buy sodas anymore, no junk food off of it, which is upsetting. Now, if people that don't have kids and could work, I don't know if they give them so many days or they're just doing 3 months and then find a job or whatever. I mean, and people are just going nuts. People are saying, she went to an interview online, and she says, I'm done with this. I can't work. Look at the time it took me to do this. And it's just like for people that worked. Okay, I'm going to put it another way. I feel sorry for people who are coming up that's going to need Social Security and disability because these people do not want to work. Did I miss it? Lexi ran out the door. I'll check it. No. It's still spinning, Debbie J. It's still spinning. Verizon. You see it in action. How wonderful it works. How great it works. I'm not late on my bill. If I pay it tomorrow, I'll be very, very, very early. But I think, this is my opinion only. I think all the illegals that came in illegally shouldn't get off of food stamps, get off of all government programs. I think they're criminals because they came in illegally. That is like spitting on people's faces that came in legally and spent all that money and years doing what was being asked of them to, and they pay taxes. They have to pay for medical. They pay for everything like we do. But these illegals come in and expect everything to hand it to them, and it don't work like that. So thumbs up for Mr. Trump. Go kick some more butts. I appreciate you. And I was called a liar. They said that the DMV don't hand out Social Security cards. And I said, well, this one did because they were illegal. She didn't pass the driver's test. They go, well, we're going to give it to you anyway. Oh, do you and your family need Social Security cards? And it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Oh, hell to the no. Oh, but I'm glad the government's turning around and seeing that. I really, really am. We might not be able to do this. Thank you, Debbie J. All right. Let me refresh this. We're supposed to have a winter storm tomorrow. It's going to be bad because they are already closing roads in Iowa. It's supposed to be really, really, really bad. Oh, I know they didn't have to pass. Yeah, no, they said no. She failed. It's okay. We won't tell anybody. We'll just give it to you. And when I lived in North Carolina, they go, Kim, can you buy us a car? Oh, here we go. Here we go. And we'll pay you. And I go, no. All right. It's still spinning. Is there a song? Guys, help me. Secret Agent Man. Secret Agent Man. I guess we know people that know things that we don't know.
Ordinary lies under light.
Welcome to Verizon, people. Welcome to Verizon. It bites the big one. And it's going around.
Reality. And danger lurks.
No. I want to listen to this. I really do. And everybody, when you watching it skip and stop and start and stop, and you hear a commercial about Verizon,
In the shadows.
you know the truth. See, Harley's trying to help out too. She's trying to fill in the void. Viper, we're just sitting here.
I never asked for this journey, but fate had other plans. A cryptic message, a mysterious key,
I like it. I'm liking it.
and a truth buried deep within the city's walls. Some doors were never meant to be opened, but in a city built on secrets, the greatest mystery is himself. The deeper he goes, the more he realizes this isn't just a story, it's his destiny. Are you ready to unlock?
I like it, Mr. Port. I mean, not Mr. Port.
What if the
I like
world you dream of is real? Hidden beneath the surface, beyond the ordinary, lies underlight, where dreams shape reality and danger lurks in the shadows. Gola never asked for this journey, but fate had other plans. A cryptic message, a mysterious key, and a truth buried deep within the city's walls. Some doors were never meant to be opened, but in a city built on secrets, the greatest mystery is himself. The deeper he goes, the more he realizes this isn't just a story. Are you ready to unlock? What if the world you dream of is real?
you guys, this is fantastic. Go and download it yourself. It is excellent. It is totally excellent. So go on to Amazon. This was Facebook to promote, but he does have Amazon. Yeah, I'm on Amazon, Flames, and mobile, and several other sites. Fantastic. And Viper, if you want to share those sites, please do. Please do. Yes, Debbie J. Very good job. Very good job.
Like 6 years now. So, and how that executive order affects this at all. So I'm probably still going to take them to court because I think they're lying. I don't even know. Haven't even seen this executive order, so I don't even know. But there's been like a billion executive orders signed that have affected me personally, and I'm pissed about it.
Do you guys remember? This is the same person that said she and her husband cannot eat out anymore. Just think she's taking this opportunity to go viral by making these stories. And whether this is real or not, suing your parents is a low move.
Right,
Days
Debbie
has it
J.
been? 8 days. 8 Hey y'all, and I'm tired, honey. I'm tired. I was gonna get on here and just go on rant, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. Attacking the food stamps, the government assistance, and all that good stuff. We on day 8, y'all. We on day 8. What's next? It seems like every time I literally roll over, I don't even get the crust out of my eyes yet. I barely be awake, honey, and I literally tapped the first.
Viper, I want to order it. I will order it. I just got to get to the bank and get a special card so I can buy things off the line. Right now, I call my son, hey, I want to order this and order that. So I want to do that without bothering him all the time.
App, the first app. It might be IG, it might be over here. And the first thing I see is something else about Trump. It's
gonna cry.
Something else he changing, something else he pausing, something else he doing away with. And you know what I don't see? What I barely see these days? His supporters rallying and windmilling in the comments. Where y'all at? I ain't heard a peep from you.
Go!
Hello? So now y'all see it's affecting y'all. Y'all on mute. It's cricket.
Whether he's making a good change or a bad one, I'm not going to comment on it. But what I'm going to say is that he is indeed making change. The way is job. I'm so glad Trump did this. No more handout for those who are able to work.
I agree.
And stamps too. I get government housings. I get a lot of assistance from the government. I am not talking like, oh, listen, everybody not in the same. I do know that Trump did not make this a law, right? Y'all know it's been like this.
Perfect.
If you on unemployment, you're supposed to follow certain things. If you get EBT, you're supposed to follow certain things. Cash assistance, follow certain things. Y'all kept coming on here with no kids, no responsibilities, no goddamn job, bragging about how much y'all getting in food stamps. Y'all out there having seafood boiled.
She makes a point. When people overuse a good thing, it no longer remains.
Making seafood boils. And it's just y'all own up. Now y'all coming on here mad. Y'all was the same one that was real happy because y'all took y'all stamps and bought a whole bunch of shrimp and lobster because it's just you. But whenever we miss a recertification or something goes wrong with our paperwork or HRA, is just because if you live in New York City, y'all know HRA just be up a lot. We gotta make 5, 6, 7, or in my case,
I agree with her. They run it.
This is a switch bike.
They totally run it.
This is a switch bike.
No, this is.
I had to wait 8 months. 8 months. No food stamps, no cash insurance, nothing. Nothing.
Damn.
So I know what it is like to struggle. Y'all know what the like to struggle, but y'all came on here and made this seem like it was a joke.
My respect goes to her. Got her facts correct.
Y'all know Uncle Trump that made that law about the food stamps, right? I don't know who needed to hear that. Y'all talking about some Trump said, if you don't work, you gonna take the stamps. That's not, baby. Biden been in office for 4 years, and that law has been a law for a little minute now. What is he talking about? I'm going to speak for the state of Kansas, state of Missouri. Them are the states that I've been around. In the state of Kansas and in the state of Missouri, if you did not work at least 15 hours a week or have dependents, like to even get child pay, you had to work at least 15 hours. I'm confused, or you had to be going to school. I'm confused on why y'all said Trump just made that a law. That has not just mysteriously just came up as a law. That's been one. Y'all have to stop believing stuff that y'all see on the internet and actually like know what you're talking about, because one person can make a video and everybody's going to go wild in it.
If the law was going to be executed before, then he's just doing his job.
Just like that video that boy made about the baby daddies being able to carry the child on his taxes. That boy said he made that up and everybody went wild on it. Like, quit believing that everything you hear on the internet is not true. Trump did not do that. I am not sticking up for Trump. I'm just saying.
It's true. Take it as advice. Never believe everything you see.
So I just got my food stamp letter regarding my cash assistance and my disability because somebody reported me and they denied me for all of it. So me and my kids were getting disability. I was getting cash assistance and I was also getting food stamps. And they shut me off on all of them. I didn't appeal. I just got my letter. So with this new 2025 food stamp that Trump is trying to pass or is passed, if you are an able-bodied person, you have to go get a job. If you want food stamps, you have to go get a job. So I either have to go get a job or I lose my food stamps. But if I go get a job and start making
boo-hoo. Oh, she's gonna have to get a job. Boo-hoo. Poor baby. They have to work. Oh my goodness. The terrible W word, work. Oh, put your time in. Earn your money.
then my disability, I guess it's canceled. So how does that work? Because I was on food stamps, I was on cash assistance, and I was on disability and my kids. What I make should not matter for my kids' disability.
In this exact situation, if she and her kids are suffering from a disability, then I agree that she should get those stamps because she cannot work like a healthy person.
It takes too much to keep these food stamps. Why do y'all keep sending me this paper asking me?
Hold on. If her child is disabled and she can't find a proper daycare for her child, that's one thing. If she's married and have a husband and they could tag team it, that's one thing. If she's a single, get off their lazy asses. If they just don't want to work, what kind of disability? I can't work at all, or I would be working. I hate living off the government. I don't have food stamps, but anyway.
Has anything changed? No, I still have negative $0 to my name.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I still don't have a job. I still live in a sewer. This is where I live, in the sewer at the church.
I beg your pardon?
I get that.
Nothing has changed. I don't even have a pen to fill this out and send it back. And how I'm bringing it with no car? I gotta walk this all the way to y'all's building. By the time I get there, y'all gonna cut the food stamps off. Y'all said I got.
Okay, number one, you can go into the bank and ask to borrow a pen. All right. I doubt it she lives in the sewer because I miss working, but I can't anymore too. It's the people. It's getting away from, everything. Yes, I know. I doubt if she lives in the sewer. I really do, because she would have had it open and saying, and make more. This is where I live because I'm homeless and on. She just pointed the camera down to the sewer and go, "That's where I live." I call BS on that. I make up your own mind if she's kind of pulling the sympathy cards. I don't know. Just go to McDonald's is always hiring. Burger King's always hiring.
Gotta turn this in by the 15th.
Walk, girl, walk.
By the time I get there, y'all gonna be cutting my food stamps off. Y'all, why are y'all giving me a hard time?
State gives you free stay care. There we go, Debbie J. Oh, daycare. There you go. There you go, Debbie J. There you go.
Sir, if you have a complaint, I suggest you submit it through our email system.
Some people are really struggling. But I still believe that if someone is in good health, they should fight to find a job.
I don't know if y'all heard or not, but Trump.
Okay, one thing, if you guys are really struggling, really, really bad, local churches, go to your local church. They have funds set away for emergency. They can help you. But don't do it because you don't want to work. Don't because you know what I mean. But if you're really struggling, churches will help. They also have free pens and somebody can give you a ride. Just saying.
Was getting rid of that Section 8 and EBT for these people that don't want to get out here and go to work. Your time is up, baby. Y'all, I know most people like us really not feeling Trump, but I'm kind of feeling him on what he's saying about this. Now, how many of y'all have family members, friends, people you know that's been living off Section 8 for 20 years? They rent $3. They don't go to work. Not that they can't go to work. They don't want to go to work.
That's a good point. You've got a good point.
Now, let me say this on the sidebar. They do have some people that need Section 8. Some people that, medically, they can't go to work. Or, they just can't physically. I get it. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to these ones that your mama been on Section 8 all her life.
Hi, girl. How are you? I hope everything's well. Viper on Facebook. Viper has a promo of his new book. It looks interesting. It looks great. And check his new book out. People complaining about Trump is setting teeth down. Food stamps. People are complaining because they have to go to work. They don't want to work. An interesting video. Have you seen the video too? Which video is that? Have you seen the video too? No, I haven't. What video is that?
And she ripping and running, doing this and doing that. And then you seen she was on Section 8, paid $3 rent. So now you, as a young girl, because you done got pregnant and you got a baby, you go run out there and get on Section 8, and you ain't working, and you having child after child after child, and y'all all on Section 8 getting food stamps, $1,000 a month. And no, that's all about to stop.
Hey, freaking, you can put it here. I don't care. Harley and her tail is in my face. Let us know about the video. Yeah. She's vocal today. She is just talking to us. No, we haven't seen it. Not trying to stir up the pot, but you and Warpath are. Oh, okay. That video. Warpath, is it okay if I give out a little secret? Warpath's dad is very, 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 very ill. Very ill. He's on hospice. Warpath don't need this kind of drama in her life right now. No, it's okay, freak. She's having trouble. Somebody on hospice, there's decisions that have to be made. And everything and he's home, and that's not including having your loved one at home and keeping him comfortable and happy, and we're just trying to keep the drama and the BS, the lies, away from Warpath, because that's what it is. It's lies, and I'm sorry that came up to light, but yeah, that one I'm aware. Yeah, And if you ever heard of the story, believe nothing what you hear and only half what you see, you'll get long life and fine. That is 100% true on that video. We just don't want to give it any more attention than it needs to because of Warpath and her issues. She don't need that stress right now. Number 2, we know Roger. We know he has issues. I think Roger needs to go back to the doctors and quit missing them and get back on his meds. Roger's not going to be here anymore. He burned his bridge. And so I think that might be part of his anger issues. Yes, please pray for Warpath and her family. She's the only reason why I'm going on live the last couple times is to make Warpath laugh. Secret agent man. And yeah, it's never easy. And when somebody's throwing a fit because behind the scenes it should have never got this far. And but he's doing what he's doing. That's all I'm going to say. And let's drop it at that. I'm hoping it will just brush over. Anybody who wants to pursue it, please have a heart. Warpath needs prayers, not drama. Warpath needs hugs, not headaches. Warpath needs friendship right now instead of bullshit. All right, let's go. No, you're not freaking. No, you're not. You're not. And I just found it out not even about an hour ago, I guess. I know. No, I agree, freaking. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're just letting you know why we're not addressing it and going after. No. Warpath needs to laugh and to have fun. And I asked her if she's ready, and she says yes, she's ready. She needs to laugh. And so, secret agent man. That's for Warpath. I think she knows what I mean by that. Okay, Warpath, you're so talented, girl. You're so talented.
That's who I'm talking to. Okay? Trump said that's enough. This needs to stop now. So for us people that goes to working.
Let me explain the situation if this wasn't changed. Healthy people would take it as a way to not work and still live off the system. And
that's true. People will find ways.
Most people are too lazy to do this. Homeowners a fortune. I worked in construction for 20 years.
if the people that are working hard to provide see this, they will do it too. And if all of us stopped working, it would badly affect society.
He said you got to have at least 30 hours, okay? 30 hours a week to qualify for the program, all right? So most of us that work on a regular basis, 30 hours ain't nothing to us. This is what we do. So guess what? We gonna be the ones walking around in the grocery store with the big bags because we deserve it. All these years, they've been letting people with no job. They walking around with 2-3 baskets full of groceries, and us hard-working people, we got a little handheld basket with 2-3 items in there because that's all we have left out of our check.
And we're lucky enough to have enough. We had to decide between toilet paper or hot dogs. And the hot dogs, you have to figure the kids eat so much at time, and that can last you so long. But if you add this to it and the baked potatoes, you can cut them up and make them into chips. You know what I mean? As a working mother, you have to get creative. And sometimes you run out of money and there's no toilet paper, and you got to explain to your kids to figure plan B, how to get toilet paper when you didn't overspend on food. You just don't make enough, you know? So, yeah.
And they sitting around getting fat food, eating lobsters and shrimp and crabs and all this other good food, and we can't even eat it. And we the ones going to work. I'm glad Trump didn't flip the switch, baby.
I agree.
So all y'all that's living it up right now, that's able-bodied.
It could be a filter, I don't know, but yeah, her skin is great.
To go to work, and you're choosing not to go to work, you better get ready, because baby, y'all finna get them notices.
I am glad that they are cutting food stamps for people who are able-bodied adults without a dependent. If you are an able-bodied adult without any dependents, why is it that you are receiving food stamps in the first place? Why is it that you cannot?
Debbie, go try. All they can say is no. Go try. Yeah, freaking all I can say is no. I did in North Carolina and I got $25 or $23. I haven't tried it here, but I make 22 too much. Oh no. Don't it? Isn't that always how it goes? Yeah, make just a few dollars too much. Yeah.
Get up and go to work like everybody else, since you are able-bodied adult without dependents. I'm glad that they're cutting food stamps. Now, I am not someone who thinks that nobody should ever get government assistance. You have put on hard times. I think it's fine if you need to get government assistance for a time, but I think there should be a limit to how much government assistance a person receives, especially if that person is an able-bodied adult.
The system is designed to help people who are sick or have disabilities. So if someone who isn't suffering from these things is using it, it is shameful. And she has a point. If someone is being laid off from their job with no reason,
Right, Debbie Chase.
they also need help while they figure things out.
I've seen so many people abuse this system. If you are an able-bodied adult, the government is not the one who is responsible for you. You are the one who is responsible for yourself. It is up to you to take care of yourself. Now, if you need food stamps or you need government assistance for a time, maybe you fell on hard times, maybe you got laid off through no fault of your own, and you need government assistance for a time, that's fine. But it's a problem when you try to live on government assistance.
It is indeed a problem when people who do not need help step in.
Listen up, y'all. This food stamp situation where food stamps being taken away, when you gave the government permission to feed you, you gave the government permission to starve you. When you started getting those food stamps, it was an opportunity for you to get off your back and your life so you didn't have to continue to depend on the government and these food stamps. It was not meant for you to stay on your back, making babies, being comfortable and complacent.
What do you guys think about this situation? As I said before, people's health.
My husband and I live off the government. We don't work. And this morning, it's Sunday. This morning, I asked him where he wanted to go eat lunch because we always go out to eat on Sundays. And he sat me down and he said, I think it's best that we stop eating out on Sundays, considering Donald Trump got elected and pretty soon we're going to be without a paycheck because he's not going to give us any more money. it wasn't until he said that it hit me how much this election affects our family directly.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby!
And so we're going to miss time with our kids. We're going to miss time together. It's
they
just
have to work.
devastating because before our country was so great. People could just live off of the government. You know, you didn't really have to work unless you wanted to.
Times are about to change for the best.
But now with Trump, he's going to force everybody to go to work.
Before, you didn't have to work unless you wanted to. I'm sorry, lady. My parents did not buy me a home. I'm not suing my parents $5,000 a month because they had me. Happened to me, and I'm so sorry. And they were on it because they didn't want to work. Lazy mother effers, mother humpers. But that's what they are, lazy mother humpers.
And I don't think people realize that how devastating time for money when you could.
This is the same lady that thinks she don't wipe. She says if God wanted her to wipe, they would make it so she didn't have to wipe back there, and she'd rather go into the litter box. And she's pretty dirty back there because she was on my Brazilian wax video, and they said it was nasty when she was in there. It was nasty. They had to close that room down for a while.
Have just had money handed to you from the very beginning. It's awful.
My God, who the hell can?
It makes me sick that some healthy people would complain about having to work for a
All right,
living.
Debbie J, get a job.
It's really a shame because I would definitely understand if it was someone sick or disabled. But when a healthy person complains, it's just wrong.
So frustrated. We just got a letter dated December 14th that was delivered today from the town next to us, stating that we had to turn in Kyle's pay stubs by the 24th, which is a Saturday. And then when I called to let my caseworker know that I already gave her the pay stubs, her voicemail said that she won't be there until the 29th. Like, doesn't make any sense. I just need to feed my family.
We all have families to feed. Just imagine the other countries that don't even have a food stamp system. Some brave, poor people work despite the odds, sometimes in very hard jobs, to feed their kids. And seeing people, on the other hand, with opportunities complaining. It is just sad.
And all of the food banks are closed until after Christmas.
Oh,
because I'd be more than willing to go to a food bank.
Oh yeah, it's free. It's free.
I feel sick to my stomach with anger and disappointment.
But her husband works. I don't know if she works. But okay, I think it's common sense when you work and you get your paycheck, right? And you go, this is for this bill, this is for food, this is, I do food last to see how much I have left over for food. I don't do clothes, I don't do etc. I do bills and then food, right? There's no partying. There's no... You want to add your 2 cents to it? Yeah, I know. But I was a single mom. She's married. She's like,
and I really just want some ramen.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Debbie J, have you tried to get you work with a handicap and disability? Are you getting disability, Debbie J? If you don't, maybe check a lawyer. they won't get paid until you get paid. It took me 3 years to get approved for disability. And but they back pay you. Now, if you do get disability, you can, well, everybody knows you can earn a certain amount on top of that, but you gotta let them know. I know. I work. Yes, a disability. WJ, try a disability lawyer, but I don't make much. And he goes, well, you're one of the top high-paying females. Like, why am I bitching? Well, I'm used to double that in my paycheck. You know what I mean? Oh, you know, so yeah, for disability, it's not like, ooh, let's celebrate. No, it's like, oh shit, now what?
But Kyle's home a little early, which is nice because then I actually had a phone that I could call them on and let them know how they're failing a family.
Oh, she's gonna let them know how they
have phone service, just Wi-Fi.
Effective only almost immediately. I got this in the mail. If you're an able-bodied adult without dependents, you need to be working because you will not be receiving food stamps anymore.
Yet many don't accept it.
Okay, yeah. And when you are eligible to receive these food stamps, it would only be every 3 months out of every 3 years. So within the 3-year period, 36 months, it would only be 9 out of those 36 months. Yeah, get a job.
Goddamn right. Why are they asking who is supposed to feed their children like it's the country's responsibility? Look, if they had any disability or illness, I'd be on their side. But if they're healthy, it's just immature to sit and wait for aid when you can fully work. Your body,
If I
your
could work,
choice.
Debbie, I would be
Our
out, but I
taxes,
can't.
our choice.
So I got a letter from the food stamp office, DFACS,
Oh, you're gonna love this.
saying they would cut me off if I don't volunteer
I
for
mean it
20 hours a
sarcastically.
week for $292 a month. That breaks down to like $3 an hour. That is insane.
Huh?
Job hunting is a full-time job. I don't know how you expect for people to volunteer for 20 hours a week and they're looking for a job. And let's not act like it's free money. Like your unemployment check,
Sexy to
your
got to
your
show it
food
off.
stamps, like especially after you experience a job, like it's not free. It's been coming out of my paycheck. I am
Too sexy to stay home. Got to show all this stuff. Girl, I'm jealous. This is nothing sexy about this. I'm old as dirt, you know?
you're entitled to that money.
Well, she's
I really
entitled
hate
to
when
the
people
money.
be making people feel bad about the government. Y'all are, because it is not free money. It's not free. You've been paying for it all this time. But to tell me I got to volunteer for 20 hours a week to get $292 a month, y'all are out your mind.
Take it or leave it.
I applied in August and I still.
Okay.
I literally had no chin. It was just down here.
You basically got the gist now. I'm hurting. I can tell the weather's coming in. My back is just screaming. But you got the gist of what's going on out there, and people are not happy about it. Not happy at all. And every time you see Warpath, do me a favor. You may not know what it means, but Warpath does, and a few of us do. Secret agent, man. She'll know what it is. And you will make her laugh. I guarantee. Anyway, give yourself a hug. From me to you. I love you. Love you all. Warpath, stay strong. We got you, girl. We got you. We got your 6. We got your noon. We got your 3 o'clock and your 9 o'clock. Love you all. Bye.